Here's how to add text to your recording. First, go to the spot on the timeline where you want your overlay text to appear. Click Tools, select Overlay, and then the Text option, or you can press the O key and then the T key. You can drag the text box to position it around your video. To add text, click in the box and type your text. Auto Size enables you to change the size of the box and automatically scales the font size in proportion to the text box area. You can adjust the size by dragging the corners or adjust the width by dragging the edge handle. By clicking here, you'll turn off Auto Size. You can customize the text box to your own size dimensions without scaling the font size. Just drag the edges or corners to customize the size. Now let's set some style properties to the overlay. You can adjust individual words, lines, or the entire box of text by selecting on the text you want to style. You can choose the color of your text by clicking here. You can also use your own custom color and adjust the opacity or transparency of your text. To choose a different font, click here, and a list of available fonts will display. To adjust the size of your font, you can move the slider to your desired size. To add a highlight color to your text, click here. You can choose a color or add your own custom color. With just one click, you can adjust the font style. You can choose to use bold, italics, an underline, or add a strike-through. This allows you to adjust the alignment of your text. Choose from left, centered, right, or justified. You can also adjust to top, middle, or bottom alignment. To adjust the background of your text box, click on the Background tab. You can uncheck the box if you decide you don't want a color. To add a color, click on Color and choose your desired color. You can add your own custom color and adjust the opacity. You can choose a box or rounded shape for your background. To add a shadow, you can choose between a fuzzy or solid shadow. You can also click None to remove it. By using Callout, you'll be able to add a pointer to your text box. This is great to use if you are looking to point out a section of your screen. When you're done with the style of your text, click Done. This feature also allows you to rotate your text box. By clicking up and down, you are able to move the text box. You can also adjust it by clicking on the circle and moving it around. Or you can adjust by clicking on the circle above the box to rotate it. You can reuse style settings by clicking this button, which will show previous styles you used, so you can easily switch back to a particular style combination. By default, the overlay will have a transition to fade in and out. You can edit the transition by clicking on these buttons. You have the option to fade, pop, or have no transition. To choose the section of the video your overlay appears, drag these bars over the timeline to select the start and end point. To preview the overlay, you can click the Preview button here. And if that looks good, press the OK button or the Enter key to save it. After the overlay text is added to your video, a colored span will show on your timeline to indicate the placement of this overlay. You can edit the overlay by clicking on this spot on the timeline, and you will be brought back to the overlay controls. Or you can remove the overlay by clicking this icon.